Maybe just overall thoughts about how the game played out.
Yeah, I thought our players really competed hard. We're well prepared. They came out and were well prepared for the game. We played physical. We played tough. They're a good football team. Offensively, they know how to move the ball. We gave up some explosive plays, but we kept our poise, and our players stuck together and came up with some huge stops that gave us an opportunity to win the game. Offensively, I like the way we started. They made some good adjustments in the third quarter that hurt us being able to continue to run the ball. I was probably too stubborn with it, because I wanted to keep them on the sideline. But then we came out and started throwing it around, and I thought we did a good job of throwing and catching. We got hurt with some protections and negative plays, and obviously the turnovers ended up killing us. And then, I made the decision to go for it instead of kick the field goal, and that ends up killing us too. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Was that just a gut feeling on that one? It was 4-3, I think.
Yeah, we went into the game saying, hey, man, we're going to be real aggressive. We're going to have to go score points. And, it worked in the 4th and 1. That's where I felt like, oh, my gosh, am I really doing this, going for it on 4th and 1. But they did our O-line and Talon did a great job on that one. And I thought we had the call for the last one, and Braylon Sharp was wide open, and we chose to go to the other side. So that, sometimes you pick the wrong side, and on that one we did.
Bobby, what did you say to the team in the locker room after the game?
I just told them to keep their heads up. We came into here to show that we were going to compete. We were well prepared. They played physical and tough. They never gave in. We wanted to play one play at a time and find a way to win in the fourth quarter. I was proud the way the defense stuck together and kept competing, and obviously we gave up some things, but we also made plays to give us a chance to win. So now we just got to stick together and continue to practice and prepare the way that we did these last 2 weeks, probably a week. But we're right there. We just got to find a way to get over the hump.
Coach, how does it make you feel, after the way the Notre Dame game went, for them to come out on the road and compete the way that they did?
What made me feel good was the way they practiced, the attitudes that they had, the number of kids that came into my office and wanted to talk one-on-one, and then they go out there tonight and compete extremely hard. It's a credit to those players. It's a credit to the guys within the team, because they made the decision to keep everybody together, and that's what I wanted to make it about, was the players, and I'm very proud of them.
Only one penalty. We had 2 penalties. One was accepted, one wasn't. But obviously that's always an emphasis in practice. But it's got to make you feel good that they were pretty disciplined throughout the night.
Yeah, what doesn't make you feel good is those turnovers and going for the 4th down instead of kicking the field goal. But I'm proud of the way the players competed and the way they stuck together. Because there was a point in there offensively that it felt like, hey, this thing's falling apart a little bit. And then they came together and talked about it with each other, and then went out and competed. We had probably 6 plays where all of a sudden one guy's making a mistake here, then the next guy, then the next guy, and it looked like, oh, shoot. But they did a good job of continuing to compete.
With so many new defensive staff members, what did you think of the communication and the operations on that side of the ball today?
Well, when the phones went down, they were so bad at it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That was weird.
About that too.
Yeah, that was weird. The phones went out at halftime. Someone said they think it was when the quarterback went into the thing. I don't really know. We were just trying to make sure it was equal, who had them and who didn't have them. But I thought they did a nice job. I thought their communication with the players, the communication on the sideline, situational football. You know, I think that's one thing that really stands out to me. They were 2 of 9 on third down, so situational football for us on third down defense was very, very good.
I know you haven't watched the film yet, of course, but do you know maybe what the certain adjustments were that you mentioned that Tennessee was able to make in the third quarter?
Yeah, they came down and got in more of an 8-man front, and they were rocking and rolling their safeties, and just said, throw the ball, basically. And it took me too long to get to throwing it. I wish I would have did it a series earlier.
Bobby, what maybe did you learn about this team is you used the word pride. That scenario there, the way the third quarter went, down 17, you're right there.
Yeah, I mean, their toughness, really. I thought they stuck together and showed toughness and showed some grit. Because when things aren't going good, you know, there's been times when you can turn the other way and give in a little bit. But they showed tremendous grit, tremendous toughness, and pride in each other. And the enthusiasm that we had out on the field helped everybody.
How do you think the defense did from start to finish and improvements from Notre Dame?
I mean, I didn't really watch the defense in the Notre Dame game. I turned the rearview mirror off and said, we're going forward, we're moving forward. I didn't want to have any preconceived ideas of players that we're going to have that we need to play and compete and get better. So everything was about go forward, move in the right direction. And I liked what I saw all week. I liked the attitude that they came to practice with, the encouragement that they gave each other, the coachability, you know. They were really coachable with new coaches there, and I thought bought into it and showed toughness.
Since the defensive staff changes, how much were there changes in scheme and other things like that?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of change, you know, and that's one of the things we told them, that everyone's going to have to do the rest of their life. Everybody's going to have change the rest of their life. So how they handled it was pretty good. They had great attitude. Great work ethic, came to practice with a smile, finished practice with a smile, helped each other out. So I'm just proud of the players.
First time that you've been calling the shots on both sides of the ball since Missouri State. How did it feel for you personally?
Try not to think about it. You know, I still haven't really thought about it. I'm mad about the not kicking the field goal. You know, kick myself in the head all the time for that one. I feel like we could still be out there playing and seeing if we could win or not. So it's a bad decision, you know. When that happens, it's a bad decision. There's no question about that. And you know,
Enjoy being back on the sideline as opposed to being in the press box.
I did enjoy being back on the sideline. That's for sure, you know, and being right in the thick of it and the adjustments and seeing the players' eyes and encouraging the players. And I think the feel for it was very, very positive. The feel for how they were coachable on the sideline, the adjustments they made, the confidence that they showed each other, I thought was something that's encouraging.
Coach, you said earlier this week you wanted to see the running game get going a little more. What do you think of like Washington going 100 and Braylon Russell as well? Yeah, it was great to see. You know, I thought they ran really well, hard. Kept waiting for Mike to break one. I think he was like inches for breaking a long one 4 or 5 times. And, you know, Braylon competed hard. Braylon's had 2 great weeks of practice running with his pads down and being explosive, and that's what we wanted him to do. And I feel bad for him fumbling the ball because he was working hard at it. He just got to know to chin the ball and get and lock it at that point, because there was 2 guys there, not just one.
Coach, on that subject, there's something that just needs to be emphasized more in practice when it comes to just whole football, whether it's wide receivers or running backs as well.
Yeah, definitely quarterback-wise, you know, we got to understand that when we're running to the left that we just got to tuck the ball away and take what we get, not try to make that throw with the pressure on him. And so we talked about that on the sideline. We work hard all the time on ball security, and you know, that was a heck of a football game out there. The speed of their defense and the collisions and the physicality of the game, you know, caused a couple of those fumbles. It was, you know, you got to give them credit too, because they ran fast to the football.
We saw a little bit more of Cam Shanks in the offense. What have you liked about him
Yeah, you know, Cam, I thought really stepped up for us with the injuries that we had. You know, we knew that he was going to be out there on the field a lot more. I really liked Cam in spring ball. He did a great job for us. And then in camp, he was hurt a lot and missed a whole bunch of time. And we've been waiting for him to get back in and get back at it. And it was good to see. He's a tough competitor.
You guys haven't been a big 3-and-out defense, but after Taylor's first half fumble, you got a 3-and-out around midfield, and I think there was at least 2 more, so at least 3 3-and-outs today. What were y'all doing when you were playing that well and getting the 3-and-outs?
On the first and second down, we were able to stop the explosives, and then I thought all day long we played very good situational third down defense. So I think that showed up definitely in those situations.
What do you need to take from this game into next week against Texas A&M back home?
Yeah, we need to take the same work ethic in practice, the same attitude, the same belief in each other, and then we need to improve on the individual breakdowns in offense that hurt us at times. We need to get better at certain line games in the protection. They're going to bring it next week too. They got a great line, defensive line. So we worked harder in the fourth quarter trying to get the ball out of our hand quicker, and that helped us. Got a little more reliable on the quick game and still running the ball. If we can run the ball and continue to do what we did running the ball tonight, we'll be right there.
Coach, appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.